Hey, good Friday morning, November 7th, 2025. I like looking at baseball history, baseball players from the past, their stats. This video, Joe Torre. He's in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Way to go. Props. Got selected from the Veterans Committee. Interesting career, 18 years. Played for the Milwaukee Braves. Came up in 1960. Played for the Atlanta Braves. Then St. Louis Cardinals. Had some good years. Then the New York Mets. I don't like him switching four teams. Should have stayed with one team his entire career, 18 years. I like that better on someone's resume. But he played in 2,209 games. That's a lot. Past the 2,000 mark. 2,342 hits. So he averaged more than a hit a game. He never had 100 runs scored in a season. As high was 97. As far as hits, he was a good hitter. 297 career batting average. Too bad he didn't get to 300. I'm sure he would have loved that. But he had some good years. 1964, he got 193 hits. And then in 1970, 203 hits. But his best year overall, 1971, 230 hits. He was on that year. He was in his prime, 30 years old. Listen to the season, 1971. Played every game except one. 161 games. Gets 97 runs scored. 230 hits. 24 homers. 137 RBIs. That led the league. 137. He bats .363. That wins the batting title. He led the league. And he got 352 total bases. That led the league. Nice year across the board. 363. Only struck out 70 times that year. Prime, Joe Torre. He ended up with 252 career homers. So he's not a slugger. But once in a while, he'll pop one out of the yard. His high in homers, 1966, he had 36 homers. RBIs. He produced 1,185 for his career. 5 seasons over 100 RBIs. 1971 was his high, was 137 RBIs. In 18 years, I would like to have seen more RBIs. What happened was, toward the end of his career, his last 3 years, didn't play full seasons. And then his first 3 years were not full seasons. So he had 6 years right there. If he had had more games, he may have reached 1,500 RBIs. Batting averages. How many times 300? Joe Torre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times in 18 years. He had a 321, a 315, a 325, a 363, and a 306. So he's capable of batting over 300. But out of 18 years, he couldn't quite get more 300 batting average seasons. Ended up 297, which is good. 3,560 total bases. He had, looks like 2 seasons over 300 total bases. So Joe Torre, good player, but you can't put him in the great players. Why? Not enough seasons that were stellar. He had one. He had a couple. I'd say three really good years. 1964, 193 hits, bats 321. That's a good year. Then in 1970, 203 hits, bats 325. And then, of course, his 1971 season, his best, 363. That's a really good batting average. Not just over 300, but 363. 1,185 career total RBIs. But listen to this. He fell short in runs scored, only 996 career. It didn't get to 1,000. But he was a good hitter. 2,342 hits. Of course, we know that he became a manager later. Managed the Yankees. They won some World Series titles. And he managed the Braves, too. So, Joe Torre, Hall of Fame, Veterans Committee. Yes, I take it. Good hitter. I didn't realize he had that Joe Torre 297 career batting average. I didn't realize that. I thought it was lower. So he was close to being a career 300 batting average guy. I just think with Joe Torre's case, there were 6 years right there where didn't get enough games played. If he had gotten up to about 2,500 games, then he would have been over 2,500 hits. And I think he would have been a 300 career batting average guy, because give him those extra games. He proved he can hit with that 363 batting average season. All right, we're done with him. Who's next? A lot of guys on here I can pick. What I'm doing is I'm looking at guys' career. Oh yeah, Bernie Williams. Have you heard of him? Yankees. This guy could have made the Baseball Hall of Fame, but he fell short. I'm going to look at his career next. Bernie Williams. I'm out.